At this expo, participating companies have organized product exhibitions in 6 areas, including local zone, service zone, plus 4 others. Public and private consultation offices were also set up for social economy, enterprise distribution, and funding consultations.
2030 부산 세계박람회 유치를 기원하는 영어 스피치 대회가 오늘 성황리에 개최됐습니다. 부산시와 2030 부산 월드엑스포 범시민유치위원회, 2030 부산 세계박람회 유치 범여성추진협의회가 개최하고 부산영어방송이 후원했습니다. 이번 대회에서는 대학부 대상 김준 씨 등 5명, 일반부에서는 대상 한민지 씨 등 3명이 수상했습니다.
An English speech contest to support the bid for the World Expo 2030 Busan opened successfully today. The event was hosted by Busan City, the Pan Citizens Bid Committee for World Expo 2030 Busan, and the World Expo 2030 Busan Bid Pan Women's Promotional Council, and sponsored by Busan English Broadcasting. There were 5 winners in the university category, including Mr. Kim Jun, and 3 winners in the general category, including Ms. Han Min-ji.
끝으로 날씨입니다. 부산지방 밤사이 곳곳에 장맛비가 내리겠고 주말에는 잠시 소강 상태 보이겠습니다. 내일 아침 기온 22도, 낮 기온 27도로 예상됩니다. 부산의 현재 기온 25도입니다.
Rain will fall in parts of Busan overnight with a lull over the weekend. Morning temperatures will average 22 degrees Celsius with afternoon highs expected to reach 27 degrees Celsius. Temperatures are currently averaging at 25 degrees Celsius. It's time to wrap up this hour's news. I'm Annie Munn.
홍정화였습니다.
Thank you for joining. You're listening to BEFM, 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM, Busan 영어방송.
9년 전 한국에서의 새로운 출발을 위해 부산을 처음 찾은 프랭크. 부산의 자연과 사람, 부산에서 누리는 모든 것을 사랑하는 그는 부산의 변함없는 한대에 늘 감탄합니다.
I think that Busan people are actually very, very kind and very welcoming. If I seemed a little lost, there was always someone that was there to ask me if I needed help. They're more seriously friendly than it's very serious. I very seriously want to help you.
부산의 한결같은 모습도 늘 감동을 주지만 이제는 부산의 미래를 꿈꾸며 2030년 부산의 새로운 도약을 기대합니다.
Busan people are very proud of their city. They want to share the city with everyone. If we get the World Expo, it'll really put Busan on a global map.
세계 박람회가 어울리는 도시, 미래를 향한 힘찬 도약. 부산에서 출발한 파도는 이미 세계를 향해 뻗어 나가고 있습니다. 2030 부산 세계 박람회. 부산이 시작하고 대한민국이 함께 이뤄갑니다. 이 캠페인은 지역과 함께하는 든든한 동반자 BNK 부산은행과 함께합니다.
Coming up next is Inside Out Busan with Laura McLucky and Minsu Shin. BEFM, 부산 영어방송.
Hello. Happy Friday and happy final day of June.
My oh my, the last day of June.
Oh, speaking of which, question. Can you eat bread every day?
Ooh, yes.
Not even related to June, but there we go. One of the foods many people love is bread.
Yeah. Now, if you're looking for a healthy option when it comes to bread, things like whole wheat, whole grain bread, sourdough would be general better choice.
Yeah, if you like bread, eat it the way you like it.
Yeah.
Restricting yourself severely from the foods that you like if they're not so good for you can actually backfire.
I know, but you know what it is these days? It's the food that we see on TV, whether it be 빵, 고기, pasta, whatever. Things like TV and movies, it's just stuck in my head. And as soon as I come out of theaters, I have to eat it.
먹어야지.
먹어야지.
Staying home alone on a Friday, flat on the floor looking back on old love. Oh, like thereof. After all the crushes are faded, and all my wishful thinking was wrong, I'm jaded. I hate it. I'm tired of being alone. So hurry up and get here. I'm so tired of being alone. So hurry up and get here. Get here. I'm searching on my days just to find you. I'm not sure who I'm looking for. I'll know it when I see you. Till then I'll hide in my bedroom, just staying up all night just to write a love song for no one. I'm tired of being alone, so hurry up and get here. I'm so tired of being alone, so hurry up and get here. I could have met you in a sandbox, I could have passed you on the sidewalk. Could I have missed my chance and watched you walk away? Oh, no way. I could have met you in a sandbox, I could have passed you on the sidewalk. Could I have missed my chance and watched you walk away? I'm tired of being alone, so hurry up and get here. I'm so tired of being alone, so hurry up and get here. Oh, yeah. I'm tired of being alone, so hurry up and get here. I'm so tired of being alone, so hurry up and get here. You'll be so good. You'll be so good for me.
Ding ding.
Dana.
Ding 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 ding.
John Mayer, love song for no one. So not you, not for you, not for me, not for anybody.
Not for anybody.
Nah.
알았어요.
It's dedicated to nobody.
알았어요. Fine.
But yeah, I'm sorry. It's dedicated to you.
Thanks very much.
It's for you.
Thanks very much, Mincy. Appreciate that. Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's Inside Out Busan. On the 30th of June, we're already moving into July.
그래 말이에요.
What's going on? What is going
Craziness.
on?
Nonsense.
And it's also Friday.
Yeah.
Which is always nice. I'm Laura McLucky.
And I'm Minsu Shin, TGIF to everybody on our radios and TGIF to everybody on our YouTube.
Yeah.
And if you're listening to us elsewhere, TGIF to you as well.
TGIF. By the way, I just want to say in advance, I drank
Yeah.
a lot of milk. So I feel like I'm going to barf. So if
Yes.
I barf, I'm so sorry.
Listeners, come save me,
I can
please.
feel it. I know it's a Friday. I'm feeling a bit manic.
Before the show, while the primetime news was going on,
Yeah.
she was burping up a storm.
No. No.
Thank goodness for this. I want to say
Distance.
this 2-meter gap that we have between us. Laura, because if it wasn't for this,
It'd be a nightmare.
아니야. I'm sure it feels like flowers.
I also
and
struck
roses.
up a deal with 대표님 to let me take the night off and go on a...
Oh, it was supposed to be today. It was supposed to be today that you had this contract with not a contract, but this verbal agreement.
Yeah, I was like, you know what, 대표님, I want to go on a yacht too. He's like, but see, it's during your showtime. I was like, Minsu can take over. No, Minsu will work. I'll take it off. He's like,
그래서
oh, good
대표님이
idea.
뭐라 하셨어요?
Good idea입니다.
Good idea입니다라고 하셨네요. 근데 Laura, why are you still here then? 대표님 말을 안
Because
들었네.
I'm not going to desert you, my
아,
friend.
역시. Band of brothers going on right here.
Exactly.
Thank you, Laura.
Speaking of which, bread.
So we started the show talking about bread because, okay, I don't know how, like, what your, like, you know, go-to food or what your diet was like before coming to Korea. For me, like, you know, like a lot of meat, like a lot of carbs, but like bread wasn't something I like enjoyed eating. It was like kind of like a side thing for me.
Bread is what you have with soup before a meal or as a sandwich.
Yeah, it was never like a
Toast.
main thing.
Yeah.
근데 한국 와서 they opened up my eyes and my heart
Yeah.
to 빵. Oh, it's just so, it's everywhere here and it's all so good.
Yeah.
저 너무 맛있어요.
I still have a fight with my in-laws when they say that castella is bread.
아, 카스테라.
카스테라는 bread 아니에요.
What would you
빵이지.
consider? 아.
근데 bread 아니에요.
Yeah, so like when we say bread, we're thinking like a loaf of bread.
Yeah, loaf of bread, sandwich.
A baguette.
Yeah.
Right, something
Would you
like
call
that.
me? Yeah.
A baguette. So, as you know, 빵, bread is a very common food here in Korea. It's enjoyed both as a kind of like a staple in your meals as well as a popular dessert. And these days, the MZ generation, they're considered 빵순이들, 빵돌이들, because they just love bakery. They even go on 빵 tours, these bakery
Yeah.
tours
And
on
of
social
course,
media.
they go in places that are very famous. But in Busan, we've got the very famous destination, 빵천동
Oh,
instead of
빵천동.
남천동.
As soon as I'm nearby, 진짜 냄새 나요, 거기.
그렇죠.
빵 냄새 나요.
좋은 냄새.
너무 좋아요. Like my nose is like a magnet to the smell.
Give me that smell.
네.
And
Give it
of
to
course,
me.
that's an alleyway or a big alley that is full of bakeries in 남천동.
네.
진짜 맛있는 거 엄청 많다.
그래서 진짜 빵순이 빵돌이면요 꼭 부산에 와야 돼요. 그리고 꼭 빵천동 가야 되고요.
Yeah.
And also 꼭 2023 Busan Food Film Festa 또
yeah.
가야 됩니다. So if you enjoy 빵, you have to go to this event. So it's taking place at the Busan Cinema Center starting today, going until July 2nd. And this is, of course, an event where you can enjoy food with film, hence the
Yes.
name.
Film and food.
Yeah.
맛있어요. And films about food
Yeah.
as well.
And I think they're focusing more on 빵
Yeah.
at the Food Film Festivals.
Why do food in movies look so good? You know?
And they even look more gorgeous as animation.
And as animation makes sense because
Yeah.
you can make anything look
Yeah.
like anything. But even when the characters are eating the food and it's like feel good movies or romantic comedies or whatever, it stimulates the pleasure centers in the brain.
Yeah.
So it can release these, or it can lead to the release of these hormones that stimulate your
Yeah.
appetite. So that's maybe why it looks better. But
Yeah.
like you said, I like as soon as you see something on TV, especially Home Alone, a whole cheese pizza just for me.
Oh my
and
gosh.
then that ice
and
cream
the
mountain.
ice cream and all
Yeah.
the dessert that he has
Yeah.
in bed.
Yeah.
I was so
And then he
jealous
goes
as
to
a
the
kid.
hotel and he eats everything. I was like, I want it to be me.
Right? Oh, that was every kid's dream.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Is it the lighting? Is it real food even that they're eating, right? On those
cheese
movie
pizza.
sets. Here in Korea, like mukbang shows are very, very popular.
Yeah.
And just people just gorging on the food and it gets you so hungry, especially at night.
Yeah.
왜 항상 그런 프로그램 밤에 드세요? 진짜.
Not good.
네. So we want to find out about you, especially, because with the Food Film Festival going on, have you ever seen a film and you wanted to try that dish? Like Laura mentioned, the pizza and all the dessert from Home Alone. 저도 딱 그거 생각났어요 when I was a kid, right? 그래서 영화 속에서 먹어보고 싶었던 음식이 있었습니까? Or I guess we'll maybe make it a little easier. 여러분이 좋아하는 빵 종류 또 어때요?
Yeah. Was there any
It's
movie?
about 빵 today.
Did you want to eat any food from a movie, or do you like bread? That's it. That's the
네.
question.
그리고 라타투이도 있었잖아요.
Oh, ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
I love ratatouille.
Right? So that was super popular. 그리고 갈비통닭 from 극한 직업. Have you seen that film?
No, I've
Extreme
never
Job.
seen it.
Hilarious, action-packed, and the chicken looks so good in there. 꼭 봐야 돼. 치킨 좋아하잖아. Let us know. pound 9050 샵 9050. You can talk to us on our Kakao Talk, or we are live on our YouTube.
Yeah.
Plenty of stuff to get to today, right?
Yes.
But first,
Coming up, it's News Bites. Yes, Annie's in the studio. It's Friday, Annie. How you feeling?
Great.
Good.
you caught her off
Super
guard.
good.
I was trying to think of a good adjective. It's great's boring.
So, wait, did you say good or great?
I said great.
Oh, you said great, right? So that's the first thing that came to me. I mean, that's actually what you're feeling.
Great.
Great.
I
Great.
guess so.
Yeah.
Something between good and great.
That's like the 기본, because it's Friday. You have to feel great,
Yeah.
right? Annie, are you a 빵돌이?
I don't know if you can see Minzu, but my bread is waiting out there. I was just given 깨찰빵.
Tang PD님, where's our bread?
그래 말이야.
I took a big munch before I came in here.
We thought you guys were teasing us because we started off the show talking about 빵, and then you guys were all like waving like 빵 in
All
front
the
of like
bread
our
around.
faces.
We're so
going all
hungry.
willy-nilly.
Rude.
I do love bang though. Oh, so good.
맞아요. Oh, then
I like
you are.
some.
I mean, I like most. We have like a spectrum here.
Have you ever met a loaf you didn't like, Minsu?
Let me tell you off air. Well, Annie, let's get to today's news bites. What do you got for us?
All right, a bit of a sad news to start. So a landslide from heavy rainfall, that's around like 339 millimeters, came down through the roof of a house in Yeongju City over in Gyeongbuk at around 4:43 a.m. this morning, and it actually buried the house in thick mud. And unfortunately, a 14-month-old girl died after being buried under the mud. So actually 3 generations, that's totaling 10 people, were living in this home, and 9 had managed to make it out, but unfortunately the baby got stuck in her bed, making it nearly impossible to dig her out. Her father had tried really hard. And then rescuers were actually able to dig the baby out after 2 hours, but she was discovered in cardiac arrest due to a lack of oxygen.
That's so sad.
Oh, it is. It's so unfortunate, for the family. So this was on, I'm sure, a lot of people's, feeds, and while you were like reading the news, were there any other reports of damage?
Yes, so there were other houses, those are chutex in this area, had reported flooding and also ruined crops due to drains overflowing. A local school also saw water creeping in, and the staff actually had to get on their hands and feet to work to stop the water and dirt from getting in to keep the students safe. And then in a village over in Ponghyunmyeon, a bridge collapsed due to the river water overflowing. In another village, that's Isamyeon, it was reported that 314.5 millimeters of rain fell from last night up until midnight. And thankfully, many of the elderly in the area had been concerned of landslides and flooding and had decided to evacuate to their senior citizen centers where the facilities were safer.
Yeah. I mean, that is fortunate. But it seems that a lot of, these damages, and especially the heavy rainfall, were experienced a lot in the smaller villages and
Right.
towns throughout Korea.
It's a bit more rural.
Yeah. So hopefully this kind of spurs on, the central government as well as local governments around there to not only focus on, because with here in Busan being in a big city, they put a lot of focus in making sure that, underground level like parking lots or tunnels, they were like evacuated. I don't know, this maybe calls on for more focus on like the smaller
Right.
villages and towns. Right?
Residents said there were signs of possible landslides, so I think we need to look into it more.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for the update with the very heavy rain that we saw, our country saw last night. What's next?
Right. Local media over in Japan reported that Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida instructed the government to thoroughly ensure safety and also explain the discharge to domestic as well as foreign countries ahead of the discharge of the water from the Fukushima nuclear power plant. Foreign Minister Yoshimasa Hayashi officially announced that Rafael Grossi, who is the Secretary General of the International Atomic Energy Agency, that's IAEA, who have been reviewing the discharge plan, will actually visit Japan from July 4th until the 7th. And Grossi will meet with the relevant officials and during his visit will hand over the official final IAEA report.
Okay, so can we expect to find out the results of the reports on the 4th?
Well, that's what a lot of news media was saying, but regarding the report that the final IAEA report will be released around the time of the meeting between Prime Minister Kishida and Grossi, he did not give a clear answer. They said, quote, it's a matter that needs to be looked into. There were also suspicions that the Japanese government obtained the report in advance and then influenced the conclusion. The foreign minister said that the final report is written under IAEA's responsibility and that the Japanese government is not in a position to manipulate it. And then he added that he firmly opposed attempts to undermine the independence and neutrality of the IAEA with false information.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're gonna find out more when the report comes out. I guess no need for speculation. Just wait and see what the results are.
Right, and it's just next week.
Yeah, it's not too far away, so we'll find out. And you'll keep us updated.
Yes,
with
definitely.
that
I will bring all that.
as well. Let's move on to the final piece of news. What's up?
Right. So I don't know if you guys heard of this Lone Star case, but in the first trial, a court ruled that the government and the Seoul metropolitan government should return a combined 168.2 billion won in taxes that were imposed on this U.S. private equity fund Lone Star. The Seoul Central District Court ruled that the government, as well as the Seoul metropolitan government, should return 153 billion won in corporate tax and 15.2 billion won in income tax, respectively. And this is actually in line with the Supreme Court's 2017 decision that they ordered tax authorities to cancel the tax on the 9 companies that were under this Lone Star, though the court only recognized a portion of the delayed interest that was also sought by the firm.
Okay. 168.2 billion won. That's a big number,
Yeah,
right? So what's the origin of this lawsuit? I'm curious.
Oh, right. So just simply explained.
Yeah.
Lone Star purchased large shares of KB, that's Korea Exchange Bank, and also Gukdong Engineering and Construction Company between 2002 and 2005. And they made some huge profits through dividend payouts from KEB, but only paid 15% of the return as income tax, of course, in accordance with the Korea-Belgium Tax Treaty. The National Tax Service later launched a probe into Lone Star and its entities, and then basically taxed them taxes on them in 2007. And then Lone Star filed a lawsuit in 2017 and 2018 with a ruling just last year.
I see. So that's what has led up to this point. Wow, almost 170 billion won.
Right? I don't know where they're going to get
That the
that
city,
from.
right,
And the
has to,
government.
and the government has to pay back. Wowza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
Indeed.
A lot of money.
Wish I was handling some of that money, right? No. Well, Annie, thank you so much. Thank you for all your hard work this past week. We'll see you back here next week.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you for
Annie.
your hard work. See you next
Bye
week.
bye.
I've never had a guest thank me for all the hard work.
Music works
this past
hard.
week. I
You do
know.
too, Laura.
We all work hard. 다 열심히 하고 있습니다. 저희
course.
BFM에서
We
방송국에.
can recognize individuals.
네, thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Annie.
All right, let's have a song. This is I Feel Like Dancing by Jason Mraz.
I like to dance and it looks like this. I like to dance and it looks like this. I like to pop and lock and hit you with a little bit of robot. Gotta hit it, get it, love it, live it, get a little silly with the lyrical ridiculousness. I like to shake a leg. I like to nod my head. I like to walk into a party with a pirouette. A little move goes a long way, like a soul train line in the hallway. It's your way, my way, all day. My kind of magic is automatic. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing. Even if it's raining, I'm not complaining. I feel like dancing. 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 Every time I feel myself getting frantic, maybe too much coffee did it. I bump up the music, bump up the click. I pick up the speed till I'm deep in it. Then I give it a half tip, and just like magic, I feel like I'm back and that my body's electric. I'm feeling elastic and super fantastic and flipping like I know gymnastics. I like to shake a leg. I like to nod my head. I like to make a snow angel while lying in my bed. But don't give me no smooth talk unless you got a good moonwalk. And smile with your hips, smile with your hips, smile with your hips. Ah, my kind of magic is automatic. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing. Even if it's raining, I'm not complaining. I feel like dancing. 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 Now everybody, freeze. I like to dance and it looks like this.
I like to dance and it looks like this.
Yeah, looking good. We like to dance and it looks like this. Come on. Smile with your hips, smile with your hips, smile with your hips. Ah, my kind of magic is automatic. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing. Even if it's raining, I'm not complaining. I feel like dancing. 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 We 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 feel like dancing.
Alien gunshot sounds towards the end to finish off that track to get our listeners in the mood for Friday night.
Yes, Feel Like Dancing by Jason Mraz.
네.
Welcome back to Inside Out Busan. 6:31 on the clock. It's Friday. It's the 30th of June. I'm Laura McClucky.
And I'm Minsu Shin, TGIF. Everybody made it through another week.
Yeah.
Round of applause.
Round of applause.
Pat on the back.
Pick up the nose.
Pick-
No?
Give yourself a
It's not-
handshake. No.
Give yourself a high
I don't know
five.
if yeah. I don't know if I celebrate by picking my nose too
No,
much.
I will celebrate by picking my nose. Let's look at the weather.
Yes.
It's currently averaging 24 degrees Celsius, morning lows of 22, afternoon highs of 27. Of course, these are all on average here in Busan. You may find hotter or colder temperatures depending on where you are. This weekend, the monsoon will briefly stop. The skies will clear, making the weather much hotter. And then starting from next Monday, the monsoon is set to begin again.
So we get a break during the
We get a little
weekend.
break,
Seems
yeah.
like good news. 네, 이번 주말에는 잠시 장마가 멈추고 하늘이 맑아지면서 날씨가 많이 더워질 예정입니다. 그리고 다시 다음 주 월요일부터 장마가 시작된다고 합니다. 근데 장마가 얼마나 착해요. Very thoughtful to put, to actually give people a weekend.
Over the weekend.
Yeah. And then start back up on Monday,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah. 우리 장마도 출근하네요. 출퇴근하네요. 장마. Right. Wow, wow, wow. See, it's these no talk pauses, right? If you laughed along, people will be, that's so true, Minsu. And then move on, right? It's because 반응 안 해주니까.
그냥 너무 재밌어요.
네.
그러게 하는 거지.
네. When it comes to our traffic, though, congestion on 중앙대로 from Busan Post Office Junction going towards Yeongju Junction, and then congestion over on Jinyan Junction going towards the Dongsa Overpass. From Dongsa Overpass going towards Jinyan Interchange. Slow-moving traffic on 중앙대로 from Gwangmugyo Bridge going towards Samyeon Junction. 그래서 모두 다
Everybody drive safe.
부탁드릴게요.
Yes.
제발요.
All right, let's keep this party going. It's time for the IOB 5분 상식. Yes, time for the IOB 5분 상식, or as it's formally known, 5분 치킨. getting you in the know. Some of the most useful, trending and need-to-know words and expressions in the world. 5분만 들으시면 유식해지는 시간이죠.
네, 오늘의 오은상식은요. 캠핑이 대세인 요즘 차고지를 확보하지 않은 캠핑카 주차는 불법일까요? Let's find out.
자기야, 지금 뭐해? What on earth are you doing? Is that a gigantic camping car?
Oh, my sweetie, yes, surprise! Look, it's our new camping car.
Are you kidding me? That thing is bigger than our house. 자기야, why did you buy this when we don't even have parking space at home?
아, calm down. 자기야, 요즘 캠핑이 대세잖아. 집에 캠핑카 하나 정도는 있어야지.
자기야, as far as I know, campers without designating parking spaces can't just park anywhere. We don't have a garage at home. Where are you gonna park this?
Don't worry, 자기. I have an idea. 길가에 그냥 해놓으면 되지.
여보세요? Excuse me? Who parked the camper van here without permission? It's causing a disruption and blocking the street. Move it away now.
Don't worry. 자기야, I found another parking space for the camper van. Just stay quiet. Come with me. Shh. 자, this is a supermarket parking lot. See, look how spacious it is.
손님! We can't have a camping car here. It could disrupt the flow of customers. I'm gonna call the police right now. 당장 지우세요, 빨리.
Oh, wait, you weren't the police? 어떻게 하지? 내 캠핑카 어떻게 하지? Oh, where should I park my home sweet home?
I feel like a split personality. I feel a little tired.
Why are you whistling like you were the cop?
There were so many of them. So many people. The voices in my head
네.
couldn't keep up.
You were the supermarket manager.
I was
Second time
everybody.
around. Yeah, you were everybody. You were all over the place, right? 네. These days, the number of people who have camping as a passion/hobby, even as a lifestyle these days, it is on the rise. The problem is, though, that there is not enough spaces and places to park the camping cars. You've seen them, they're huge, right? These caravans, right? So I'm curious, is it true that camping cars are classified as freight vehicles, right? And are subject to garage-proof systems?
So, here's the thing. Previously, camping cars were classified as passenger vehicles and they were not subject to garage or garage-proof requirements. However, according to the Road Traffic Act, implemented on February 28, 2020, FYI, they're now classified as special purpose vehicles, which means they are subject to garage-proof requirements. So as a result of that, the garage-proof system has been introduced for camping cars as well.
그러면요. There are many opinions, especially from people on social media these days. They say that camping cars without garage, being garage-proof are illegal. And that camping cars parked illegally. Camping cars that are parked illegally on the streets or maybe even public parking lots, they should be fined/towed. That's also illegal, right? That's what they're saying. So, are camping cars without being, that are not garage-proof, are they actually illegal?
Okay, so camping cars have been subject to the garage-proof system since February 28, 2022, according to this revised Traffic Act. So therefore, you do need to secure parking space in order to register your camping car. However, for vehicles that were registered before the amendment, you are not obligated to secure a garage.
Oh.
And even for camping cars registered after the amendment, they can't be penalised for parking in a non-registered garage either.
어렵다.
어려워.
Complicated. Explain that to me like I'm 5 years old.
If you registered your car after they changed the rules, then you need to have a certain permit. If you registered before they changed the rules, then it doesn't apply to you. And even still, if the garage isn't registered as a camping car garage, then you can't get in trouble for parking your camping car there.
So even simply more put, with the change in the law, so basically if you don't have like a camping car garage or even your own garage, you basically can't buy a camping car.
So here we go. The camping cars without garage proof are illegal. It should be considered as partially true.
네.
Okay. However, it's true that camping cars that were registered after 28th Feb without a secured garage are considered illegal. So just FYI,
네.
if you are planning to get a camping car, please make sure you don't listen to us and you read up really fully on all of the rules and regulations.
맞아요. And I'm sure like places, dealerships that sell camping cars, they'll let like people know even
Yes.
before they make a purchase.
Basically, no home garage, no registered camping van.
네, good to know. 오늘의 5분 상식 2022년 2월 28일 이후 등록된 캠핑카는 차고지를 확보하지 않고 주차할 경우 불법이 맞습니다.
맞습니다.
오늘의 5분 상식이었습니다. 김대리, 퇴근하나?
예, 부장님.
집이 교회종이지? 같은 방향인데 같이 가지? 요즘 회사 생활 어떤가?
예, 저 열심히 잘하고 있습니다.
결혼 생활도 재밌지?
예, 뭐 즐겁죠, 예. 저 그 라디오라도 좀.
그래 라디오.
네가 저번 주에 오신 참인 것 같네.
22번 홀gem병.
진짜 회사 생활 쉽지 않다. 어색한 이 순간 인사이드 아웃 부산과 함께하세요. 오늘은
Why?
딜리딜리.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Inside Out Busan. It is time for TGIF Live Studio.
네.
Gina's in the house.
진아 씨 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
Welcome back입니다. 진아 씨, how are you?
I've been pretty good and 집순이 for the whole week.
집순이.
좋겠다.
좋겠다.
Vacation?
장마 오잖아요. Like rainy season, so like you have no choice. Just, like, stay home.
So like after work you just go
Yeah,
home.
after work.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 집순이라는 거 괜찮아요.
It's good.
Try it out every now and then.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
와.
아니, I feel like 너무 꼰대같이 말한 것 같아서 집에 있는 것도 나쁘지 않아요.
근데 맞기는 맞습니다.
그거 맞죠? Right? I'm not being the weird one right now.
You're not weird. I mean, you're weird for
Yeah.
many reasons, but that
yeah.
statement wasn't weird.
Okay, good.
That was fine.
Good.
Yeah.
TJF Live here in the studio. We have Gina, we have Laura, which
Yeah.
are the two singers, the stars of today. 그래서 기대하면 좋습니다.
네.
We're going to start off with Laura.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. What did you bring for our listeners today?
So today I brought for you a little number that was created in 1989 or released in 1989.
Look at that info
Yeah.
wiki right there.
Looked it up. And there's an original version, and I'm going to do the cover version. So this is originally Chris Isaac's Wicked Game.
Iconic.
Yeah.
I was trying to find a word for it. Iconic.
But I'm going to do one that's a little bit different, but you'll still recognize it. Yeah.
좋아요. Anybody you want to dedicate this to?
Everybody.
Oh.
I just want to 노래 불러 for everybody, but I chose it because I've been wanting to sing this for a long time. I just haven't. I just for no reason actually.
Is this like one of your go-to songs?
No.
Oh, really?
No, I just really love this song. And it reminds me of Nights in White Satin. This is like one of those kind of songs that
네.
I just love to listen to, but I've never sang. So I decided that we want something that's a little bit 장마-esque.
맞아요.
Something to go along with the angsty grey skies.
네.
And I thought it'd be the perfect time.
맞아요. 딱 맞는 것 같습니다. Like the gloomy skies, and with the rain and everything. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you haven't already done so, log on to our YouTube page right now because it's
Right
even better if you
now.
get visuals with the singing.
Do you see
right?
my singing face?
I know. We had Mr. E on our YouTube saying, "What happened to you, Laura?
What happened?
So
Yeah, I saw that
gorgeous.
Miss Lee, this is my 원래.
What
Normally,
happened, Laura?
I'm coming from raising a baby all day or teaching yoga or something else.
So-
Exercise.
Neither of those today, or just one of those?
Well, both of those, but
네.
I got some reprieve earlier on, so I kind of brush my hair. Put on some makeup.
That's what it was. You brushed your hair.
I put on a bit of makeup,
그래서 여러분 유튜브에 빨리 놀러 오세요. 라이브로 우리 노래 보고 듣고 싶으면. So, shall we?
Yeah, give me lots of reverb though, 'cause it's going to be a disaster.
I'm going to give you up to the wazoo on
Up
the
to the
reverb.
wazoo. Okay, I love it. Give me the wazoo.
Here we go.
The world was on fire, and no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire can make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. What a wicked game to play, to make me feel that way. What a wicked thing to do, to make me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. You never felt that way. What a wicked thing to do, to make me dream of you. And I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. With you, with you, with you. The world was on fire, but no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire can make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. No, I never dreamed that I'd put somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. Nobody loves no one. You brought the good clap this week.
I found it. Oh.
Wow.
Can you be sultry and angsty at the same time?
Be anything I want.
Because it sounded like both, but that was a pretty good rendition. of that.
Thanks very much.
Nice. Of course, we have our listeners chatting about Wheeler Karma님 saying, "Wow, amazing, Laura. Laura 가수들도 좀 먹고 살아야죠." 여기까지만 하세요.
좋아요.
요가만 하세요, Laura. 네.
아니요. That was what I wanted to be when I was a little girl, you know.
So Carmani, Laura living out her dream right now, right? So
Right here inside our Busan.
we can't tell her to stop.
Yeah.
And then me, Mintu saying Noah, and then Gina saying with you, because we were singing along with you.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it
YouTube
so
chat.
much.
네.
Sing together.
너무 감사합니다, Laura.
Thanks very much.
Fabulous. And now we move on to the main
The
event
main event.
of the night.
It's time for Gina.
네, Gina 씨.
So Gina, what did you bring for us?
Don't Speak by No Doubt.
Oh yeah.
90s.
I love it.
Gwen Stefani.
Oh, you and me.
Yeah.
I used to rock out to this song so much. This is too young. This is too old a song for you, Gina.
Well,
Yeah.
well, you know,
Really
I like 90s
Well,
songs.
we learned this
I
week
mean,
that
but, like,
age ain't nothing but a number, right?
We were like, you were very young when this came out, I think, right?
We were in high school when this song came
Yeah,
out.
I used to rock out to this song.
Yeah.
Wow.
Me
Loved
too.
it.
Also, big fan of No Doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Why did you bring this song?
Sorry.
She's eating up all our kegu today. I love it. 네.
Because I don't know, like lots of friends are going through this like breakups.
Oh.
You know, the lyrics like losing, you know, breakups like losing my best friends.
네,
But I want to
맞아요.
say, okay, you break up with one guy, but you still have all your best friends around
Yeah.
you.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter.
This,
Nampo.
this song was actually about Gwen Stefani when she broke up with one of the band members of No Doubt. And they were still like part of the band after. Like she's singing the song while he's like playing like, I think he's a bassist in the band, right?
He's like, this sucks.
Oh man, I did this. All right, so without further ado, we're gonna hear Gina's rendition of No Doubt.
Yeah.
Don't Speak.
Woo!
You and me, we used to be together every day, together, always. I really feel that I'm losing my best friend. I can't believe this could be the end. It looks as though you're letting go. And if it's real, well, I don't want to know. Don't speak, I know just what you're saying. So please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Don't speak, I know what you're thinking. I don't need your reasons. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Our memories, well, they can be inviting, but some are altogether mighty frightening. As we die, both you and I, with my hands to sit and cry. Don't speak, I know just what you're saying. So please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Don't speak, I know what you're thinking, and I don't need your reasons. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. It's all ending. We gotta stop pretending who we are. You and me, I can see us dying, aren't we? Don't speak, I know just what you're saying. So please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Don't speak, I know what you think. I know you're real good. Darling, don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Darling, don't tell me 'cause it hurts.
Yeah.
Ow!
아우.
진짜.
진짜 대단하다.
So our mics were off, but
We
I
were
was,
jamming out,
Yeah, I was belting along with her. Oh, brings me back.
Yeah.
Good and bad memories.
Yeah.
High school.
When did this song come out? I need to ask the internet.
Yeah, ask the internet. I bet you like right in the middle of our high school years.
Yeah, probably.
Lots of messages coming in on our YouTubes. Mystery, today so many gorgeous women in the studio. Mystery, I'm here too.
This is so funny. They're all jumping on this really weird bandwagon. 가보자고님 texting in as well. You're all parking tickets. You've got fine written all over you.
I feel like Kabajoga name's talking about me too.
Yes, I agree. Definitely.
Yeah.
In fact, more so you than anyone else. You know?
Thank you. 근데 우리 정국님 saying outstanding on our
Yes.
YouTube. And Karma님 saying I'm so touched and speechless.
Wow.
Right? Did you get that year?
I did. What
When?
was the question?
When did this song come out?
Oh, I didn't know. Let me look. It's because I was too busy reading the comments. I was focusing on work.
네, 그렇죠. But
Which
Gina
is
씨,
not
you
normal.
took me down memory lane with this song.
Yeah.
But dedicated to everybody maybe finding a little hardships in their, relationships right now.
Don't speak. Oh,
네,
here we go.
Don't speak. Don't,
Don't
Laura.
speak.
Don't.
Don't speak. Oh no, here we go. It was 1995.
1995.
Wow.
Oh, actually,
I was
then
2
a
years
little,
old.
Yeah, a little.
I was 1995. I was 11.
Well,
So we weren't rocking out
we were
in high school.
Sixth grade, seventh grade in 1995. She's like, I was 2 years
I
old.
was 2 years old. Okay, well, it's time
Thank
for you to leave.
Yeah, go
Hi,
get out.
Joy, Neem. Hi, Joy, checking in with us. Gina, we will see you same time next week. Thank you so much. for your
감사합니다,
beautiful
진아
voice.
씨.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
All right. Time for us to say cheerio for the first half of the show. This is Park Tae-bum with
네.
좋아.
좋아.
We'll see you at 7.
Man, you know who you are. Let's go. Check it.
Ooh, baby, 너무 좋아서 you're driving me crazy. 네 생각만 해도 기분이 좋아, 기분이 좋아, 기분이 좋아. 나나나나나 이 느낌 너무 느끼게 할 수 있는 느낌. 난 죽을 때까지 느끼고 싶어. 내 곁에 있어줘. 아낄 수 있어, 아낄 수 있어. 언제나 너만 바라봐. 나도 모르게 괜히 웃음이 나와. Oh baby 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 나 크게 소리 외치고 싶어. 좋아 이 모든 것이 좋아. 머리부터 발끝까지도 조그만 행동까지 하나하나 좋아. 이 모든 것이 좋아. 너와 함께라면 즐거워. 시간이 지날수록 더 좋아져. 난 네가 필요해. 매일같이 깨달라고 난 기도해. 난 오직 너만 이와 행복하게 살 수가 있어. No.
해피 스낵 썸머 간식송 맛있는 간식 색다른 간식 케이준 비프 스낵 랩 주세요 맛있게 먹고 부담도 없는 가성비 간식 맛집은 해피 스낵 해피한 여름 간식은 맥도날드 해피 스낵 해피 스낵 썸머 간식송 바닐라 라떼 아메리카노 아이스 맛있는 커피를 주세요 맛있게 먹고 부담도 없는 가성비 간식 맛집은 해피 스낵 시원한 아이스 커피는 맥도날드 해피 스낵
Transforming our world. Navigating toward a better future. The great transformation begins right here in Busan through the 2030 Busan World Expo. Busan will set a new course toward a better tomorrow for the Earth and for humanity. So we need your support to start a new movement.
I support.
지지합니다.
I support. I support.
지지합니다.
I support. I support.
Busan, the city where you can experience nature, technology, and people. The one and only 2030 Busan World Expo awaits you.
See you right here in Busan.
See you right here in Busan. This campaign is brought to you by BFM, Busan영어방송.
The time is now 7 o'clock.
꼬리에 꼬리를 무는 품격 있는 토크. 시끄러워 죄송합니다. 로라 민수의 인사이드 아웃 부산.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hi, hi.
Hi, hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the second half of Inside Out Busan, 7 o'clock. It's June 30th, Friday. I'm Laura McCluckey.
And I'm Min Sushin, TGIF, everybody.
Yeah.
A big hello to everybody on our YouTube as well.
Yeah,
If you
everyone
enjoyed.
texting in,
Yeah.
messaging.
네.
Joy and I having a conversation.
I
Joy
know.
says,
What are you guys talking about on
Well,
the YouTube?
Joy Neem said,
네.
in 1995, I was 6 years old and I said, oh, me too.
Oh.
And then Joy Neem was like, look at that, we're the same age. And I was like, yeah.
Joy님?
Nope. 근데 Joy Neem says, 그래도 친구. 맞습니다.
아, 맞아요. We're all friends here.
My 방송 age is 30. So
I didn't even know we had a 방송 age.
you just have to make it up.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
I want to be 31.
Okay, yeah, you should be older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I always try to have one
You'd
up on
be
you.
32.
I am 31.
31?
31.
Alright,
우리 2살 차이 나면
알았어요.
시대 차이야, 시대 차이.
알았어요. 알았어요.
All right, folks, we are going to start off the second hour with today's On the Mic.
On the mic. This is where our reporters head out into the world and they interview you, our beautiful citizens. So let's see who Jisoo went to interview today.
엄청나게 밝게 웃는 얼굴로 달리고 계신 두 분을 제가 한번 쫓아와 봤는데요. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
자기소개 부탁드려도 될까요?
저는 해운대 백병원 간호사로 일하고 있는 정민주입니다.
네, 저는 양산 부산대학교 병원 웨이팅 중인 간호사 최원아라고 합니다.
반갑습니다. 와, 역시 간호사분들이셔서 환자의 건강을 책임지기 위해서 나의 건강부터 챙겨야 되는 거 맞나요?
네, 맞습니다.
맞다고 생각해요.
네.
일주일에 몇 번씩 이렇게 달리기 하시나요?
저는 일주일에 그래도 한 이틀 빼고는 다 달리려고 요즘 노력하고 있습니다.
와.
저도 시간 날 때마다 달리려고 노력하고 있어요.
와, 서로 친하신
네.
친구?
네.
병원은 직장은 다르신 것 같아요, 지금.
네, 맞아요.
저희가 중학교 친구고 과는 우연히 똑같이 돼서 이렇게 됐어요.
그러면 지금 같은 비슷한 동네에 살고 계세요?
네, 원래는 비슷한 동네에 살았는데 각자 이제 다른 지역으로 이사하면서 살짝 멀어졌어요, 집은.
네, 맞습니다.
그럼 오늘 이렇게 저녁 산책 겸
네.
러닝하려고 만나신 건가요,
네,
일부러?
네, 맞습니다.
너무 보기 좋았어요.
감사합니다.
이런 밝은 에너지 유지할 수 있는 비결이 뭘까요?
매사 행복하게 살려고 노력하는.
네, 저도 건강이 바탕이 되어야 모든 약간 에너지의 원동력이 된다고 생각해서 네, 건강을 먼저 챙기려고 노력하고 있습니다.
아니 이런 간호사분들께서
네.
병원에서 저를 맞아주신다면 제 아팠던 거 다 그냥 나을 것 같아요.
감사합니다.
감사한 말씀인데.
네. 간호사로 일하신 지는 얼마나 되셨나요?
저는 웨이팅 중이라서 7월부터 이제 간호사로 일하게 될 예정입니다. 네.
저도 5월에 처음 들어가서 아직 한 달도 채 안 된 신규 간호사고요.
네.
이제 막 시작한 사회초년생입니다.
그래서 이렇게 밝은 건 아직 아니겠죠?
맞는 것 같아요.
넘쳐나서. 네. 아직은.
설렘이 더 가득한.
네, 맞습니다.
아, 그럼 신입 간호사로서 포부 한번 부탁드릴게요.
네. 비록 많이 힘들지라도 이게 저의 건강을 먼저 챙겨야 이제 환자분들의 건강도 챙길 수 있다고 생각하기 때문에 이제 꾸준히 이렇게 건강 챙기면서 이제 환자분들을 케어하기 위해서 노력하는 그런 간호사가 되고 싶습니다.
저는 이제 간호사분들이 한 번씩 환자들한테 좀 화내거나 이럴 때도 많은데 안 그러는 간호사가 되겠습니다.
평소에 혹시 화가 많으신가요?
저는 전혀 없어요. 네.
달리기 말고 또 나를 즐겁게 하는 일들이 있을까요?
저희가 좀 약간 액티브한 활동을 좋아해서 이렇게 러닝할 때 말고는 휴일에 뭐 이 앞에 송정 바닷가에서 서핑 가거나 네, 이런 되게 액티브한 활동들을 많이 즐겨 하고 있습니다.
지금 또 이제 정말 서핑에 제대로 된 계절이 다가오고 있죠.
저도 배드민턴도 치고 수영하는 걸 좋아해서 이번 주에도 워터파크도 갈 예정이고
두 분이 같이 뭔가 이런 레저 스포츠 이용하실 때 많을 것 같아요.
네, 맞아요. 방금 말한 뭐 배드민턴이나 서핑도 다 친구랑 같이 하고 워터파크도 같이 갈 예정이고.
너무 부러운 우정이네요. 혹시나 지금 이 라디오를 통해서 전하고 싶은 말 있는 사람 있을까요?
저는 꽤 오래 사귄 남자친구가 있는데 또 이렇게 전하고 싶은 사람 말하니까 생각이 납니다. 오늘 출장 갔는데 보고 싶네요.
오늘 갔는데?
어제 갔어요.
어제 갔는데 하루 만에?
네.
얼마나 되셨어요?
이제 4년 다 된 것 같아요.
4년 다 됐는데도 하루 만에 이렇게 보고 싶은
부러운 연애를 하고 있는 친구입니다.
제 가슴 왜 괜히 설레죠? 오래오래 예쁜 사랑하세요.
감사합니다.
네.
저는 아빠한테 왜냐면 요즘 아빠가 제 운전을 가르쳐주고 있어가지고 네, 이게 되게 화 안 내고 가르쳐주는데 아빠 좀 오래오래 건강하시고 저희 엄마도 건강하시고 네, 오래오래 같이 행복하게 살고 싶습니다.
네, 부모님께서 건강하셔야 가장 마음이 든든한 것 같아요.
맞아요.
네,
아빠 사랑해.
애교만 좀
진짜 평소에는 아니었는데 이걸 통해서 이렇게 또 해보는 기회가
맞아요. 앞에 안 계시니까
네,
더 진심을
맞아요.
꺼낼 수 있는 것 같아요. 네.
아련해지는군.
네. 근데 손톱이 약간 푸르푸르한데.
네. 제가 오늘 갑자기 기분 전환으로 염색을 하고 싶어서 이제 친구의 도움으로 블루블랙으로 셀프 염색을 해봤는데요. 제가 이게 손톱도 물들고 목도 아바타처럼 물들어서 지나가는 사람마다 쳐다보더라고요, 목을.
아바타 명대사 ICU.
도르크막도. 네, 그래서
머리 염색 잘 된 것 같습니다.
다행이다.
햇볕에 봐야 푸른빛 나겠죠?
네, 맞아요. 지금 해가 져서 잘 안 보이는 것 같아요.
지금 여기 바다와 참 잘 어울리는 색인 것 같아요.
진짜 저 색인데.
네, 예쁩니다.
감사합니다.
두 분 이렇게 계속 이렇게 웃는 얼굴 간직하시면서 행복하게 좋은 추억들 정말 많이 쌓아가셨으면 좋겠습니다.
감사합니다.
두 분의 우정도 너무 멋져요. 박수. 브라보.
마지막으로 부산 영어방송 화이팅!
와, 이렇게 알아서 척척척 감사합니다.
주기 척척.
You can't help but laugh along.
오랜만에
right?
얼마나
You can't help but go
재밌었겠어요. I know.
as they're going
Yeah. So our reporter Jisoo had to chase down our two interviewees. Jisoo must be in pretty good shape, right? Because if it
Yes.
was me, because it was our two guests were jogging along the beach, and then Jisoo happened to chase them down. But if it was me, I was like, excuse me,
I gotta
can I
ask you something.
BFF? Oh no!
Well, thank goodness it wasn't you.
Yeah, thank goodness
Thank
it
goodness
wasn't
you
me.
get to sit down in a chair and just do nothing
Yeah,
for
and just
2 hours.
move my lips,
Yeah,
right?
lips and fingers. That's it.
So today's two guests, 우리 민주님 and 원아님, who happen to be nurses here in
Yes,
Busan,
간호사들.
right? And they were friends since middle school. And how nice of that, friends since middle school. the same job, different hospitals, but still get together to like jog and
Hang
exercise.
out and get healthy. Yeah, I love that. And of course, that's a big part of it. You know, they said they strive to be healthy because a healthy, happy lifestyle is important as a nurse, as a caregiver, and they can give good energy to their patients when they're in, good condition.
Oh yeah, because I think the healthy you are, obviously not only with endurance, and stamina, but also I think just overall, like feeling.
Yeah.
Right? You just feel good.
You just feel good.
Especially in a line of work that it's really tough to put on a smile sometimes. Yeah, they really take care of themselves. So, like I said, health is priority for them, but they also like to, they have priorities in other parts of their lives. One of them has a boyfriend who went on a 출장, a business trip yesterday, says already she misses him.
What? My husband is constantly on 출장. I'm like, that's because they're different. Husband and boyfriend.
아,
Eh?
그렇죠. 네.
And it's like, 자기
Wait,
언제
finish
와?
that sentence.
자기 언제 와? 금요일.
Wait, is that like a or
알겠어. 그때 봬요. No, he actually came back today from China, and so I was like, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? And he phoned me. He's like, I've got to go to the office. And I was like,
아니 그런데 like when are you coming back? When are you coming back? You asking him. 근데 다행이다. Because like I know some people that go on like 출장s, like married couples, and one of them go on 출장, and then like they would come back, and they were like, you're not even gonna welcome me. I was like, why? Where'd you go? I was at 출장 for the past 3 days.
Whoops.
Like, oh.
But this was so sweet. I love the messages to boyfriend and also message to dad.
맞아요. So 아빠 is teaching her how to drive these days. 근데 have you ever taught anybody how to drive that just didn't know diddly squat?
I have never taught anyone how to drive. I've been taught by my husband unwillingly. When he's in
sit right here.
He's in the passenger seat and and he's like, go this way. Why are you going this way? Why are you doing this way? And I'm just like, would you just close your mouth? Or you can get out.
Shut the mouse.
Shut the mouse. Yeah, keep that mouse, be quiet.
I have tried to teach my wife.
Yeah.
And I can understand why it could be so nerve-wracking.
Yeah. But the thing is, you should learn from an instructor because you're going to pick up all the bad habits of the person who's teaching you.
맞아요. Exactly. Yeah. Right. So obviously, our guest's father, very, very a patient person.
아빠.
네,
진짜 아빠다.
맞아요. So it seems that, they have a lot of things going for them. They're nurses, working hard, exercising, and of course, being loved by the people around them.
And they surf as well.
And they surf too, right? Oh, to be young.
To be young.
To be young. We're young too.
We're young.
You're 30 and I'm 31.
Exactly.
방송 age.
Yeah.
All right, listeners.
That's the thing,
As soon as the mics go off, we are other numbers.
No, just let's forget about it.
거기까지만 할게요. 감사합니다, 지수, to our reporter, and to 민주님 and 원아님. That was today's On the Mic.
Yeah.
네.
Thank you so much. If you want to be on the mic, by the way, all you need to do is give us a little message and we can come and find you, or you can come into our studio for an interview, especially for My Life, My English. You can come and get a big interview, but that's got to be in English.
맞아요. So join
else
us. Come.
Easy.
Yeah.
All right. Are we gonna play the song that I requested?
Yes, we are. Let's
Okay,
do it.
so we were talking about going back to our youth, right? And so this is one that I used to listen to when I must have been 18 years old.
Oh.
This is Feeder, Just the Way I'm Feeling.
Scream out, time for healing. lost the feeling. Bruising, you bruise out, nurse the bleeding. Torn in two. Each time we lose, I feel it's going down 10 feet below the ground. I'm waiting for your healing hand. One touch to bring me round. I feel we're going down 10 feet below the ground. It's just the way I'm feeling. Yeah, yeah. It's just the way I'm feeling. Two different views as words confuse and break. I can't get out. There's no way out of here. I can't get clear. Loving, love out, find the feeling. I feel it's going down 10 feet below the ground. I'm waiting for your healing hand. One touch to bring me round. I feel we're going down 10 feet below the ground. It's just the way I'm feeling. Yeah, yeah. 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 It's just the way I'm feeling.
I love that. Just the way I'm feeling by Feeder.
Taking you down memory lane.
Taking me down memory lane. This actually took me into my ex-boyfriend's car.
Ooh.
Driving from, where were we? We were driving a long distance. I think we were driving south because he was from England and we were going to stay with his family in Wales, where Feeder are from actually. So yeah, that reminds me of that. Yeah, that was nice.
네,
I have
우리
fun memories of my
로라
ex-boyfriend.
남편님 죄송합니다. 이 노래 들어서.
아니요, 괜찮아요. 갑자기, suddenly the memories came up.
Oh, that's good. I love how songs like bring up certain like not just memories like like my childhood was fun or my teens were fun. It's like specific
Yeah.
like you could picture it in your mind.
Yeah. Also, Kanye West's album, that reminds me of that,
Oh, that too?
Through the wire.
Oh, that takes me
through
back
the lyrics
to
of the
college.
world.
Yeah, and then a bunch of rides with my friends, just rapping along with Kanye
Yeah.
when that album came out. That's the power of music, folks.
Yeah. I love that. Anyway, welcome back to the show. This is Inside Out Busan. I'm Laura McCluckey.
And I'm
So cheeky. And then Sarangdo 23 name texting in good evening with a purple heart saying happy Friday.
Happy
Yes,
Friday.
Happy Friday
Yeah.
to you as well.
So it seems like the rain has stopped, right? So if you are looking forward to a Friday night, I mean,
go.
I guess it depends on where you are. You might be seeing a little bit of rain where you are, but here in Centum, anyways, I think the rain has stopped. So,
nice.
Yeah, good news for those of you looking forward to head out a little bit today.
I just want to bring attention, first of all, to the size of this cue sheet. All right, so normally we have an A4 cue sheet that is about this size. So I'm going to hold it up to our viewers. But for some reason, Steve has decided to make it the smallest cue sheet in the world. And now it is on, there's two bits of it on both sides, and it's folded into an A5 side horizontally.
What do the nut tubers do? Do they put the product in front of their hands or behind their hands?
Yeah, so that you can
You can see like the size of
get
it.
into focus.
Right?
Yeah.
What is this, a cue sheet for ants?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I think this is my fault too because I'm the one that sent him this cue sheet to have him printed out.
Listen.
But
The thing is, I don't know how to get it to not do that. I just want to make fun of him for doing it.
Steve all laughing outside. See, we
Steve.
know you don't mean that laugh.
He was like,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Stop being so kashik.
It's so funny. I'm so sorry. Let's get into the weather before
Please.
we get on with anything else. It's currently averaging 24 degrees Celsius here in Busan. Morning lows of 22, afternoon highs of 27 degrees Celsius. Now, this weekend, like you said, Minsu, the monsoon will briefly stop. The skies will clear, making the weather much, much hotter. So just keep that in mind. And then starting again from next Monday, the monsoon is said to be coming back. So you've got a weekend to enjoy, and then Monday again, you'll be, in the house.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you want it to like rain while you're at work? Unless, you're working outside, which could make it difficult.
Yeah.
But for people that work in offices,
Yeah.
like I think you would rather have like the weekend with no rain so you can enjoy the weekend and then head back to the
Yeah.
office when the rain starts again.
I don't mind being indoors or outdoors in all kinds of weather. And especially I like looking out the window when it's raining.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me bring up what you just said in the middle of December
Okay.
as we move on to January.
Okay.
Let's see if you feel the same
I
then.
still do feel the same way.
Really? It's so colder then.
I'm from Scotland. Hello.
맞네. Scotland.
Reminds me of home.
좋습니다. 자, when it comes to our traffic, though, we have congestion on 충렬대로 from 동래 Junction towards 내성 Junction. Also on 만덕대로 from 만덕 Church going towards 만덕 Junction. Slow-moving traffic on the 낙동 남로 from 하구원 다리 Bridge going towards 하단 Junction. 그래서 everybody
drive safe.
진짜 부탁드릴게요.
Yes.
Roads are slippery.
The roads are slippery. Do you know, I was walking out actually just today, and I was walking out on the little kind of pedestrian bit that you walk down the stairs.
Yeah.
And I was like, do in my trainers. And then there was two guys walking towards me, and I was like, and I stood on something that was clearly like slimy or mildewy or something because it was so wet. And I was like, shoop!
Oh.
I didn't fall down, but I was like, whoop!
Whoa! Right? Was it one of those?
So I like did this in their face.
It's in, and you don't have, like, if you don't have traction on your shoes, though that part of the sidewalk gets super slippery.
You must be sorry.
I've seen a lot of people slip,
Yeah.
right, and fall. So
I picked up a lady from the middle of the road one time when she slipped on the wet road.
my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
So be careful.
Be careful.
Right? During the monsoon and rainy season.
And if you do slip, make a noise. Whoop!
Sound effect, right?
Yeah.
Practice a couple of those before you head out. So Friday, second hour of our show. You know what that means.
It's time for the open studio. Our guest is very patiently waiting, so let's get to know them. That's right. It's that time. Every Friday we have our 대표적인, or our representative Inside Out Busan segment. It is Open Studio, where we invite somebody very special into the studio to talk about their life, the universe, and everything. Who have we got today, Minsu?
Today, we are joined by an international art curator as well as a person that works in the entertainment and film industry. Let us welcome Mr. Michael Kazemi.
Woo! Hi, Michael.
Hi, thank you very much.
Welcome to the show.
오랜만입니다.
Yeah.
You've been on this show and this radio station many times.
Yeah, a couple of times, I guess.
A couple of times.
You keep doing things that are newsworthy and exciting, so we keep inviting you back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's so nice to see you, and I love your shirt. For all of our viewers, look
I just bought it today, coming here.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
You
very
bought
nice.
it for this show.
Yeah.
Not for the show, but I liked it and I bought it.
Because we're on YouTube Live, you see, so
Yeah.
all of your fans can see Michael's new
nice.
fantastic shirt.
Yeah.
It looks really. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Michael, let's have you do the honor of saying hi directly to our listeners as well as introducing yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Michael Kazemi. Living in Busan about 14 years.
14.
Yes.
That means you came when I came, 2008?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I'm 막내 then. That's true
But
in
then
real life.
you came a little after us.
Actually, today is my anniversary of arriving Busan.
14th anniversary.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
딱 14주년 됐네요.
Yes.
Oh, wow,
So you arrived on the 30th of June 14 years ago?
Yes.
2008? Wow.
Oh, can
Was
you?
that 14 years ago?
Yeah, 14 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
왜냐면
about
저도 14년 차니까 here in Busan, right? So, do you remember, like, can you remember that scene of you, like, arriving here in Busan or to Korea?
Very vividly.
Really?
Yeah. Because I came by bus from Seoul to Busan, so I was looking around and I was surprised.
Why did you? Okay, well, I'm sure we're going to get into that. I'm sure we're going to get into all of it. But congratulations.
Thank you.
We've got our listeners are saying hi and congrats as well
Thank
on
you
our,
very much.
our YouTube. But tell us a bit about yourself and your work.
It's a very long story, but make it short. So I came to.
We got the time.
Before coming to Korea, I was working with Europe, and at that time the European economy was getting down and a lot of company bankrupt. So at that time, the Asia was very active. So I came to Asia to work from Asia, and I started working. But after 1 year or something, I had a personal issue. Well, I got sick and had surgeries. So I couldn't work for like 1 year or 2 years. And then I started to work and then sanctions start. And then I changed my job from general business to entertainment industry.
Wow. How did you make that shift?
Well, I'm a very flexible person. So I'm doing business for a long time. So the basic is same. Only product change. So to shift from one business to another business, you have to go study some about that business, and the rest is the same.
Oh, yeah. That's why you see people, they manage like a steel company and then they change over to a paper company. Talking about Idris Elba or the office, by the way. But yeah, so like it's only the product that they change. The concept of business
is the same.
It's the same everywhere you go. Okay. So tell us about your work. I mentioned you are an art curator as well as working in the entertainment film industry. So, yeah.
My second business in Korea started from the entertainment business, especially in animation. At that time, I was working with the short animations, but mostly artistic animations, which mostly these kind of animations are for festivals because they're artistic. So the goal is to gain the prizes and become famous through these animations. And then when you become famous, you go to we call them commercial animations.
Yeah.
Well, there's a small market for it. You can sell it, but the goal was not just selling. As I said, it was just for festivals. And then after that, I started photography as a hobby at the same time, but it was, as I said, as a hobby, but automatically I entered in the photography market as well. And then after that I got to know the entertainment industry and I traveled a lot. I participated in the festivals all over the world. And then I entered to market. So, festival and markets are two different categories. In the festival, as I said, is the type of the work is mostly artistic. But when you go to the market, then that type of the work is business only.
Yeah.
And for that kind of market, what you need the product for that kind of market. So for that kind of market, product is that they are looking for is TV series or feature animations. So I just provided them with those kind of animations, and I contact the studios, and then started the business. After a while, actually, I fall in love with the entertainment market because I was in the business field. So I've been many trade shows, convention halls, and other places all over the world. But the entertainment market is totally different than that market in the case that the entertainment market is mostly mixed with business, but art So even though you make money, but art is there.
Yeah.
So always you talk about the art. Why animation is good? Why is it good? Because the technique is this. It's a new technique. The story is good. Famous like historic script writers or directors worked on it. So it brings the art with the business together.
Yeah.
And the way that we meet each other is totally different because in the plain business is just you talk about the money and you agree or not agree. When you agree, you sign the contract, finished. But when you come to the to entertainment market, then the things is changing. It's not only money. The money is important because you don't work, but the art is over there too. So it was totally different. And I was, as I said, I was fall in love with the entertainment market.
Yeah.
And then I'm in that market too, as I said, as an international curator. So creator came in, photography came in, a lot of things just coming together. So maybe tomorrow something different comes in. I don't know. I cannot guess. And in this road, I joined international exhibitions, art exhibitions, especially for photography. And last year, I went to the Venice for the first time for international art gallery or art shows. And my story starts from the last year for international art stuff. And this year, from last year, I participated maybe more than 20 or 30 international art shows, art events, and physically and online because of the COVID. So most of this exhibition was online.
Yeah.
So, but some of them was like physically, and mostly I'm very active in Italy because Italy by itself is, I say, art country. Everywhere is art. Wherever you go, is art. And this year in September, I'm going to Philippines. There is a couple of museums invited us, so we will go there. We show our artworks in Philippines, and I will be there for like 10 days.
Nice. Exciting.
Good. Yeah. Love that.
It sounds like, you got into it, of course, with the line of work that you were in, you were very much kind of focused on like the business aspect of it. But while you were like knee deep in, like the entertainment and the arts, you grew to love, what it was all about. You saw like the art in it, you mentioned, and that became a big aspect, an important part of the work that you do. So that it naturally leads from short movies and the animation into just your love for art in general. And that's what's kind of making you continue down this road. So, and like you said, who knows where you'll end up next, right? What you'll do.
Exactly, So there's no, art is like, I can give you an example, like a shirt with buttons. So a shirt with buttons doesn't work. So when you go to the art, even in the business, you automatically engage in the creation also. Especially nowadays, we have a lot of online stuff that they just drag you, In a way, just everybody's now become artists. You take a photo with your cell phone. Now there's a lot of these apps. You mix them together to make something different. You add music and this kind of things. This is art, but this is basic. But they don't have artist studies. They don't know much about the art. They do it. Indirectly, they're artists, but very simple artists. I'm like, imagine that when artists started at its own beginning, they were painting on the cave walls with stone or with whatever, with charcoal, This is like that. We have very pro artists and we have the artists that like everyday people do with their cell phone.
That's me. I'm the latter.
Yeah.
I'm like the basic caveman artist.
Yeah, and you mentioned drawing on the caves. That's my daughter too. Drawing on the walls. Right?
Well, your daughter is different. New generation, Z generation is different than the we are. So they know much more than us because they grow with it. When we go learn something new on online app or something, it's take us a lot of time for us to learn it. But for the kids, like in a couple of minutes, they understand what's going on with the app, so they do very fast. So that's very different. But as I said, the entertainment market, as you also mentioned, they connect together. I mean, when you go into it, you cannot come out with it. All these majors, I mean, we have economy, whatever, you go study, you get PhD, you graduate. But in art, there's no graduation. It's continuous. So you go, you create something until you die, There's no graduation.
Yeah.
And there's no retirement also. Because there are lots of artists in the world that I'm communicating with them. And they ask me, Michael, can you help us to sell our artworks in Korea? I said, okay, I have a plan. Actually, I planned for it, so I want to help them. Because usually artists are mostly poor, so they have to make money. So I'm trying to help them money. That's why I came to Curator side of the art, to help the people, also to help the young artists. Because, when you go, it was 1 month ago, I was in Turkey in a workshop, child art workshop. You cannot imagine what these children come to you and they want to learn a lot of things, eagerly. And they just go around you, they try to ask you. And there's another problem, communication problem. So fortunately, I knew Turkish, so I could communicate with them.
Okay.
But the other artists who came from different countries, so they had a communication problem. But even so art doesn't need more communication because they show their artwork. Okay, so it's good if you do that, become better. Because it was very interesting. So when you see these kids that they're just eager to learn, thirsty to learn about the art, so you become more motivated. You want to help more.
Yeah.
This is I could say that the soul of my business.
Oh. That's a great mindset to have.
I love that, yeah. And actually, the animation, the TV series that you're working on is for kids between 6 and 16. So working with those kids, does it change your perspective?
Of course. I mean, most of the studios, not most, I know maybe 40% of the studios, when they want to make animation, animation is started before movie starts or theater starts. Animation is before of them, actually, because at the old time in the painting charcoals on the
books,
they were in my country we have the oldest animated ways in ways. If you rotate the ways, you see the motion of this goat. So it goes out thousands of years ago. So animation starts from all this entertainment industry. So animation starts for story and then comes a character. So character design is very important. One of the very important part of the animation. So when they start to animation, they make these characters, they paint the characters and show the kids. Go to the schools, kindergartens, wherever they can go, they ask the children what do you think of it. So that's why the children are very important. Their point of view is very important. And then they go story and how to make it, because we have a lot of techniques in animation, like puppet animation, 2D animation, 3D animation, stop motion animation, a lot of we have techniques in animation that what type is suited for this kind of animation. So that's also very important. So that's why they go for we call them market survey in business, but this with kids. So that's why, as you said, the kids' idea is very important for us, and we learn a lot of things from them too.
역시 professional이네요.
그렇지.
Right, an expert in his field. Oh, well, we also want to talk a little bit before, because we are running out of time, unfortunately. But we also want to talk about the past 14 years you've been here in Busan.
Running out of time. Tell us about the past 14 years.
So, with the past 14 years you have under your belt here in our city, what's the thing that made you stay?
Actually, I didn't have planned to stay 14 years.
Yeah.
But, things went very fast that I didn't feel the time, change my business field, start new business, then arts came in, and a lot of us came in together. So that I didn't have time to think about it. That's why I'm here for 14 years. Still, I myself surprised that why I'm here for 14 days. But the other side, I traveled all Korea. maybe 95% of Korea.
Wow.
Not once, two times, many times, same
Wow.
places many times. Because of I love traveling. So if I don't go trip, I die. If you want to kill me, just lock in the room.
Lock you in a room.
In my home, not room, my home.
Good to know. I'll write that down.
Yeah, so I go travel trip a lot. So I found that the Busan city is the best city in Korea to live. Really. I'm not just saying because I'm living in Busan.
Yeah.
But Seoul people doesn't like me when I say that. Because Seoul is capital, so a lot of things go as capital.
Take that, Seoul.
But Busan is not that much small to be boring.
Yeah.
Or not that much big like Seoul, because all this big city hustle bosses, it makes you crazy, expensive. It takes a lot of time from one part of the city to the other part. Then we have very nice big mountains in Busan, surrounded by the sea, and very close islands like Goju Island and the Tongyeon, blah blah, many islands and islets around the Busan, and you go and enjoy any time of the year. It can be spring, summertime. You go like camping or whatever. You go Goju Island. There are lots of camping places, like a lot of small, big hotels near the seaside. They are full in the summertime. So I think the best city in Korea to live is Busan, and also. Film festivals.
Oh yeah. Of course, somebody with you, like you in the business that you're in the right city.
Busan is the most photogenic city in the world.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Take that.
Take that.
You
world.
never get tired of photographing Busan. It doesn't finish.
맞아요.
Because there's a lot of things here going.
Yeah, because you have the city, you have the mountains, you have the oceans, or you have the rivers and everything. Like there's anything a photographer can think of having as a backdrop.
Well, the
Busan has it.
mountain, the city is just coming from the top of the mountain to the bottom and make a very surreal, view.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. I mean, as I said, you never get tired and you never finish it in your life if you photograph the whole Busan city.
Yes. Well, Michael, thank you so much for, I guess, taking the time to hang out with us in the studio.
And making your job very easy because we've done nothing.
Yeah, but I learned so much, right?
I hope so.
You are from somebody that's very deep into your career and what you're doing for work. So thank you for giving us a glimpse into.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
가보자고님 texting in Busan rules.
I agree.
Yeah. And Haley님 texting in Ars longa vita brevis.
What is it?
I don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
I thought that was a different language.
Spanish, I guess.
Ah.
Nah.
There we go. But Michael's not from Spain.
I wish I could speak Spanish. I know a little bit, but not much.
Nah.
Por donde se va la playa? That's as far as I'm going. Michael, it was lovely to have you with us. Do we have any other messages coming in?
We have 가보자고님 saying, thanks, Michael. You are an inspiration.
Thank you very much.
Michael,
I'm glad to hear it.
You inspired some people today.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Best of luck to you in your future endeavors.
Thank you very much.
Right. And thank you for coming.
We'll see you next time, Michael. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, let's have a song. This is Spin Doctors with Two Princes.
That's what I said now. Princess who adore you. Just go ahead now. One last diamonds in his pockets. And that's some bread now. This one said he wants to buy you rockets. Ain't in his head now. This one got a princely racket. That's what I said now. Got some big seal up on his jacket. Ain't in his head now. You marry him, your father will condone you. How about that now? You marry me, your father will disown you. He'll eat his head now. Marry him or marry me. I'm the one that let him, baby, can't you see? I ain't got no future or family tree, but I know what a prince lover ought to be. I know what a prince lover ought to be. Said if you want to call me baby, just go ahead now. And if you like to tell me baby, just go ahead now. And if you wanna buy me flowers, just go ahead now. And if you like to talk for hours, just go ahead now. that's what I said now. Princes, princes who adore you, just go ahead now. One has diamonds in his pockets, and that's our friend now. This one who wants to buy you rockets ain't in his head now. Marry him or marry me, I'm the one that love you, but can't you see? I ain't got no future or family tree, but I know what a prince and lover ought to be. I know what a prince and lover ought to be. Said if you want to call me baby, just go ahead now. And if you like to tell me maybe, just go ahead now. And if you wonder about me flowers, just go ahead now. And if you like to talk for hours, just go ahead now. And if you want to call me baby, just go ahead now. And if you like to tell me maybe, just go ahead now. And if you like to buy me flowers, just go ahead now. And if you like to talk for hours, just go ahead now. If you want to call me baby, just go ahead now. And if you'd like to tell me maybe, just go ahead now. If you want to buy me flowers, just go ahead now. And if you'd like to talk for hours, just go ahead now. Oh, baby, just go ahead now. Oh, just go ahead now. Oh, your majesty, just go ahead now. Come on, forget the king and majesty. Come on, come on, come on, go ahead now. Yeah, just go ahead now. If you want to buy me flowers, go ahead now.
안녕하세요. 고품격 영어 방송 인사이드 아웃 부산의 품격 있는 Writer Steve입니다. Winners of Inside Out Busan listeners participation segment will get full course meal voucher from Golden Lizzie, a gourmet restaurant in Geojedong and Yeonsandong, where you can taste cuisine from Michelin Guide featured Chef Kim. 미슐랭 셰프의 파인 레스토랑 골든 리지에서 10만 원 외식 상품권. A place to entertain your brain and eyes. Museum of Illusions. 당신의 눈과 뇌를 즐겁게 하는 곳. Museum of Illusion 부산 착시미술관 입장권. 언제나 맛있는 커피를 신선하게 만드는 양산에 위치한 인투 로스터리. Coffee voucher and a pack of fresh coffee whole beans sponsored by Into Roastery in Yangsan. A delicious brunch for two from Gorilla Brewing Busan, Gwangan branch, the leader of Korean handmade beer culture. 수제 맥주 전문점 고릴라 브루잉 부산에서 제공하는 식사권. We prepare admission tickets for the Busan X the Sky Top Floor Observatory, which is located at LCT in Haeundae, the highest place in Busan. 부산 대표 랜드마크 해운대 LCT에 위치한 하늘 위의 바다. 부산 X the Sky 전망대 입장권을 선물로 드립니다. IOB와 함께하는 품격 있는 선물. It's all yours, listeners.
Welcome back, everybody. It's time for Quote Unquote, and Steve is in the studio because it's Friday. Hi, Steve.
Hello, Laura. Hello, Minsu.
Hi, Steve.
I got a little question for you, Steve. Can you show the listeners what you're wearing on your feet, please?
My feet.
Just kick up a leg. There you go. Look at his little slippers.
You know what,
With
like
shorts.
this from? It's from the army.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I guess all the Koreans would know this.
Are you supposed to bring that out? I don't know if you're supposed to, Steve.
No, it's okay. No, you can buy it outside.
You can buy them.
It's legal.
You bought army slippers, Steve. You're so sweet.
That was a little too much skin on the screen.
Steve's bare leg on the screen. Steve, it's time for Quote Unquote. What have you
Yeah.
brought for us this week?
Yes. Today I've brought a quote from a man named
Walter Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Like, for those who don't know Walter Anderson, he was an artist, writer, and naturalist. Today's quote is, "The most sincere compliment we can pay is attention." Yeah.
Because you pay compliments to somebody, right? But like the most sincere one is attention.
Yeah, that's right.
관심, right?
So today I want to talk about attention. 관심이죠. So 관심과 관련해서 most people have probably wondered at least once how they can make someone like them. It's common for us to think that in order to make someone like us, it's important to prove our strengths and abilities. In other words, we tend to focus only on explaining how attractive we are as a person. Of course, that can be a good approach, but in my opinion, the best way is to make the other person feel valued when they talk to us. It means reducing talking about ourselves and instead listening, showing interest, and empathizing with the other person's words.
Yeah. Preaching to the choir over here on Inside Out, Steve, because me and Laura, because we are so invested in our looks. I mean, it's what we look like that is getting people's attention.
But like, 그것도 좋은 방법이에요. 근데 정말로.
네.
하나의 방법이죠. 하나의 방법이죠.
But it's not the right
Yeah,
방법.
it's not wrong. It's not wrong.
Can I tell you? So today I didn't come to work looking rough. I brushed my hair. I got a little makeup on. I put a little scarf in my hair. What are you laughing at? Is this the first time you see me not look rough?
No.
And everybody's complimenting like, oh, 왜 이렇게 예뻐? It's like, 원래 this is what I normally look like when I'm not dark circle Debbie. This is like, so, but it makes a difference.
It's because you and I come at like, it's when it's the end of the day for everybody else.
We rock up in pajamas and hats, just like exhausted from a full day's work.
Oh my goodness.
But like, so it really does grab people's attention. Like your image is really, really good for getting people's attention.
Yeah, that's right. But, 네, what were you trying to say?
But, you know, but it's not all about that. Even if without the looks, giving somebody your interest and attention is also a way to attract people more to you.
Yeah. 하나의 방법이다.
그렇지.
Yes. With attention, you know, people often assume that others will have the same level of interest in them as they have in themselves. But that's a misconception. 제가 생각하기에. As humans, we tend to be much more focused on ourselves than we think. In fact, considering that some people are so desperate for attention that they go to extreme lengths to get it, if we sincerely give someone attention and show genuine interest, it can lead to remarkable outcomes and potentially change the way we approach building relationships.
Yeah.
네.
And especially when you make a mistake, you always think that everybody's going to be thinking about your mistake.
Yeah.
But people don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
People aren't interested in your life the way that you're interested in your life.
That's right.
We're our own worst critics
Yeah.
sometimes.
So I want to say, 눈치 안 봐도 돼요.
네.
Yeah, it's fine, totally fine. So therefore, like today's quote, the most sincere compliment we can pay is attention. If you want to make someone feel good or make them like you, genuinely giving them attention will undoubtedly yield positive results. The important thing is to truly dedicate yourself and show genuine interest and attention.
Yeah.
네.
맞아요.
근데 these days, people are very interested in this. So I feel like your quote is right when it's person to person, but these days our attention is focused here.
Sure.
So everybody is so unpresent with each other these days.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
So, like, when I talk with someone, I always put my phone inside my bag or, like, you know, not on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be somewhere.
Yeah, me too.
안 보이는.
I mean, no, you know what? No, I'm accepting of myself.
No,
I'll put my
no.
phone right in front of me.
I keep mine because I need to look for things. We're in a live radio situation.
Yeah.
I gotta have the information at my fingertips. Steve.
We always can't be meeting our friends like you, Steve.
bad.
맨날 친구들만 만나고, right? We're working here.
But I think it is true that, you know, you should be. So whenever I'm meeting someone for coffee, what I'll do is I'll put my phone upside down
Yeah,
and I'll
face
turn
down.
it away
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'll put it away to show the other person
Yeah,
you have my attention.
that's right.
Not my phone. I'm not distracted by my phone.
That's right.
Yeah. So don't focus too much on the looks. Pay more attention
to the
To
person.
attention.
Pay more attention to attention. Be attentive.
Nice. Steve, very wise words you shared
Thanks,
with us
Steve.
once
Thank
again.
you guys.
Haley Neem says, you look comfy in shorts and slippers. He does!
Yeah,
He looks
he
so
does.
comfy.
You know.
Anyway.
Steve, 일하러 온 거 맞죠?
영어 방송 화이팅.
영어방송 화이팅!
Steve, thank you so much. That'll do it for today's
Yay.
quote unquote. And that'll do it for the show, actually.
Yes, it will.
folks.
Today's show was produced by Kim Yoon. It was also handled or manhandled by Min Soo Shin.
That's me.
For the past week. Our writers were Im Soo Jin and Steve.
Yes.
I was your host, Laura McCluckey.
And I was your host, Min Soo Shin. What's our last little number?
Final song, Always Be My Baby by Mariah Carey. I didn't choose this. This is Min Soo's choice.
This is me. This is my trip down memory lane.
Have a lovely weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Bye.
Bye.
We were as one, babe, for a moment in time, and it seemed everlasting that you would always be mine. Now you wanna be free, so I let you fly. 'Cause I know in my heart, babe, our love will never die. No, you'll always be a part of me. I'm part of you indefinitely. Boy, don't you know you can't escape me? Ooh, darling, 'cause you'll always be my baby. And we'll linger on. Time can't erase the feeling that's strong. And I know you're never gonna shake me. Ooh, darling, 'cause you'll always be my baby.
해피스낵 썸머 간식송 맛있는 간식 색다른 간식 케이준 비프 스낵 랩 주세요 맛있게 먹고 부담도 없는 가성비 간식 맛집은 해피스낵 해피한 여름 간식은 맥도날드 해피스낵 해피스낵 썸머 간식송 바닐라 라떼 아메리카노 아이스 맛있는 커피를 주세요 맛있게 먹고 부담도 없는 가성비 간식 맛집은 해피스낵 시원한 아이스 커피는 맥도날드 해피스낵
부산을 한 장의 사진에